Thanks very much, Rob, and thank you all. It's been a real pleasure for me to participate in this. I'm a physicist, and Barney Rosenberg is a physicist. So I find that really inspiring. Physicists can do useful things. Today has been a revelation for me. I've been at Michigan State for over 30 years, and I'd heard of carboplatin and cisplatin, and I'd taken money from the foundation, which I knew came from carboplatin and cisplatin, but I'd never really heard the story, and the story is spectacular. The people involved, the persistence, the innovation, and the fact it happened here at Michigan State is really, truly inspiring. So for me, I want to say welcome and thank you for coming here and for sharing with us this tremendous story. I'm also inspired by the science that I heard. I think the science going on here is spectacular. And the way that science and these discoveries work is we have to let people do what they want. And once in a while, you get something like cisplatin and carboplatin. And what we have to do is create an environment where people can explore. And I learned today that Dr. Rosenberg had the attitude that he wanted to do things that might be practical. But I could see that he was a scientist first, and then he followed what might be potentially useful. So that is really inspiring, and it's a story I will tell to anybody that is willing to listen. And the story we'll hear later in the evening about the first doctor and the first patient is another tremendous story that I'm looking forward to hearing. So again, welcome, and thank you for coming, and enjoy dinner.
So thanks, Phil. I was reminded that there's a number of us here who perhaps were not at the symposium but are here to celebrate nonetheless at the banquet, including my wife. And so that I should say who I am for those people. I'm Rob Malechka. I am the chair of the chemistry department. I'm going to, a little bit later on in the program, I'll have some thank yous, but I think it's really important to start off with one big thank you, and that is for Jim Heschley. Where did Jim go? There's Jim, right. So Jim and I started to talk about having this event a couple of years ago, and I don't think there's any question about it that he has been the driving force, and without Jim, for all sorts of reasons, we wouldn't have had such a great day. And so, Jim, thank you very much. And enjoy dinner.